Good morning, grade 7s. How are you today? Okay, today we are talking about wine gums. Okay, not really. I think I already ate 4 of them. I will try not to eat while I'm working. Okay, guys, the reason why we are working with wine gums, we are going to look at the nutritional information on the back of this packet. Okay, over here they say 100 grams of wine gums. Now in this packet, we have 400 grams in total, but they are giving me the information for 100 grams. Okay, so the energy amount, 1,134 kilojoules. Now the proteins in 100 grams, 5,8 grams of proteins. Carbohydrates, 61 grams out of a possible 100 grams. Fat, no fat. Total sodium, 22 milligrams. Total sugar, 46,1 grams out of every 100 grams is sugar. Okay, now I went and I wrote this down. Let me show you what 100 grams look like. Okay, just get this on my scale, get it to 0. Okay, there we've got it. I'm going to show you that's 30 grams. There I've got 61 grams. 71. I already worked it out and it looks like approximately 20 wine gums should give you 100 grams. Okay, it's less. Let me take one away. 40. Okay, that looks like about, let's see, 38. About 38 wine gums will give you 100 grams. Okay, so now that we know how much it is, let's go back to the work. Now over here I just wrote it all out for you. Wine gums, proteins 5,8 grams, carbohydrates 61, sugar 46,1, and sodium 22 milligrams. Remember, a milligram, it's a lot less than a gram. It's 1,000 times less. Okay, so this is very little. Liam eats 200 grams of wine gums. Now that's double the amount I just showed you now. Okay, Shane eats 300 grams of the wine gums. How many carbohydrates would Liam get from the wine gums? Now let's look at this. Wine gums, carbohydrates, 61 grams. But there is 61 grams in 100 grams of wine gums. But Liam ate 200 grams. So Liam ate 200. So what did I do to get from 100 to 200 grams? I said 100 times 2. Now I need to do exactly the same on the other side, which means that will be times 2. And 61 times 2 will give me 122. So that's my answer. Liam will get 122 grams of carbohydrates if he eats 200 grams of the wine gums. Now, let's go on for Shane. How many proteins would Shane get from the wine gums? Proteins. Proteins, 5,8 grams in 100 grams. So let me write that down. 5,8 grams in every 100 grams of wine gums. But Shane ate 300 grams. So that's going to be 300 grams. That's what I want to know. How many? Let me go there. Times 3. Okay. 100 times 3 will give me 300. I've got to do exactly the same on this side. Times 3. That will give me 5. 8 times 3. 8 times 3, 24. 2 goes up, that's 17. That gives me 174, but I need to remember the comma. That's 5,8 times 3. 1 space after the comma, 17,4 grams in 300 grams. Now they say, round off the answer in B. 17,4 grams to the nearest gram. So I need to round this off to this number over here. And that will give me what? 17. There we go. How many sodium? How much sodium will Shane get from the wine gums? Oh my goodness, many or much, people help me. Sodium, 22 milligrams, 22 milligrams in 100 grams. But now I'm talking about Shane, and Shane eats 300 grams, so that's going to be times 3. So on this side, times 3. 22 times 3, 66 milligrams in 300 grams. So that's what Shane will get. Okay, let's move on. I will eat this one. Okay, now, Danielle makes curtains. Each curtain is 2,2 meters long. Calculate how much material Danielle will need to make 4 curtains. Okay, all I have to do, one curtain gives me 2,2 meters. One curtain will give me 2,2 meters. Now I need to know 4 curtains. Now what I need to do there, how much material is she going to need? 2,2 times 4. I've got to say times 4. And if I work that out, 4 times 2, 8, 4 times 2, 8. She's going to need 8 meters of material. Next one. Aiden has 25 rand. He shares it with Lance, Slade, and Jessica. How much money will they each get? You have to remember, you've got to add in Aiden in that equation. So it's Aiden, Lance, Slade, and Jessica. So it's going to be 25 rand divided by 4. So let me do a short division here. 25 divided by 4. 4 goes into 25 how many times? It goes into 6 times. 6 times 4 gives me 24. 1 is left over. 1 part out of 4. But now, we are talking about money. So this is 6 rand and a quarter. Now, we don't talk about a quarter when we work with money. Now, what is a quarter? The quarter, that refers to my cents, because it's 6 rand and a quarter cent. Now, a quarter of 100, because I have 100 cents of 100 cent. So it will be 1 on 4 times 100 over 1, which gives me 100 over 4, which is the same as 25 cent. So my answer will be 6 rand and 25 cent. Aiden has 25 rand. He shared it with his 3 friends. And then, come baby, move it. Thank you. Okay. So he shares it with 4 of his friends. That will be 6 rand 25 that each of them get. Okay, next one. Kelsey and Nicole share 29 rand and 20 cents equally. How much money will they each get? So this is going to be 29 rand and 20 cent divided by 2. Now the easiest way for me to do this, first I take a guess. I estimate if I round this off to 30 and I have to divide it by 2, they each would have had 15 rand. But I have less than 30 rand, so they're not going to get 15 rand. That's going to be something 14 rand and a few cents. So I work it out like this. I say, okay, 20 divided by 2 gives me 10 rand. 9 rand divided by 2 gives me 4 rand 50. And 20 cents divided by 2 gives me 10 cents. 0,10. Now I just add it up. 0, that's a 6, that's a 4, and that's a 1. 14 rand and 60 cents. They each get 14 rand and 60 cents. Nice and easy. Okay, now Ben and Keenan run 5 kilometers in 24 minutes. How far did they run in 1 minute? Now, let me write this out. 5 kilometers in 24 minutes. But now they ask, how far do I run in 1 minute? So how did I get from 24 to 1? I said, divided by 24. 24 divided by 24 will give me 1 minute. Now whatever I do on this side, I need to do on that side. I had to say over here, divided by 24. And now half of the class are going to have a heart attack, because how do I say 5? Let me do it here, 5 divided by 24. I'm going to change that 5 to make it easy. 5 kilometers, I'm going to change it to meters. 5 kilometers is exactly the same as how many meters? How many meters in 1 kilometer? 1,000. So it's 5 times 1,000. That's going to be 5,000 meters divided by 24. Let me do a quick sum here. 5,000 divided by 24. 24 will not go into 5, so it's going to divide into 50. 24 times 2 gives me 48. Then I have 2 left. There's my little 2. 24 divides into 20. It does not. It's too small. So I've got to say 0. You all forget the 0. Remember to add that 0. So I'm going to say 24 into 200. 200 divided by 24. I know that 25 divides into 208 times. So I'm going to say that's 8. If I do a sum, 24 times 8, that gives me 32. 3 goes up, that's 9.